So now we have HEP number 4, Teacher Presence, and in my opinion, one of the most important. There are a few aspects that we will look at that can influence teacher presence, that will help with engagement and deepen the learning experiences. And these are going to be what we look at today, which is safe learning environment, intrinsic motivation, eliminating friction, and mindset and mastery. So too often, the fear of being wrong or being laughed at can prevent students from participating in class. And it's our job as educators to help break down those psychological and social barriers and provide a space where students of any learning ability can try their best. When we do this, we create a sense of trust among students, which has been shown to improve relationships, increase engagement, boost creativity and performance, as well as help people feel included and respected. So classrooms are best managed when we set appropriate expectations, provide engaging and relevant lessons, offer students choice, and celebrate milestones and accomplishments with them. So you should never underestimate the impact that your positive presence has on student engagement. It is important that you're authentic and visible, and that you promote a culture of mutual care and trust and support, essentially having a social presence. And the importance of positive educator presence is highlighted in Melissa Bond's research in 2020 that conducts a meta-analysis of student engagement and finds that positive interactions with educators is the most important aspect of effective strand. And this is why ensuring that you are present and engaging with the learners and ensuring they're connected and collaborating with each other is crucial. And there are several ways that you can do this. Firstly, by making sure you take time to welcome them to your learning space, and then by maximising opportunities for interactions which make students feel seen, known, heard and connected. And having learners share their learning in the community feed so they can all see each other's work. This not only helps them learn from each other, but makes them feel appreciated, valued and part of a community. So providing opportunities for unstructured social interactions can also help establish authenticity and community. And learners learn best when they're driven more by internal reasons than external rewards or consequences, and this is known as intrinsic motivation. And self-determination theory tells us that students are intrinsically engaged and motivated when they feel competence, relatedness and autonomy. So to help cultivate this, you should try where possible to provide choice and frame the learning experience to align with learners' personal and professional motivations, as well as the immediate relevance of the experience for them. It's always useful to provide context and make it clear why learners should engage and what their opportunities look like once the experience is complete. And learners learn best when they are developing what Professor Carl Dweck terms a growth mindset and believe that they're capable of learning and growth, as well as a focus on mastery rather than performance. And you can help students focus on mastery by de-emphasising the significance of grades and by allowing learners to measure their own skill progression against their own competency development instead of comparing students to each other. You can also establish a focus on mastery by assigning work that is low stakes and doesn't count towards a grade, but does provide feedback on how well learners have understood the material. And you can help instill a growth mindset and increase the chances of retention by recognising and celebrating the efforts learners put into their work, which emphasises ongoing improvement rather than focusing simply on how well students perform on assessments. So as instructors, educators, we must be thoughtful in our class preparation to intentionally create opportunities to build trust. So here's some top takeaways from this session. Make sure you build a sense of community by modelling and setting a culture of mutual care, trust and respect. Create meaningful yet safe opportunities for students to learn. Ask open-ended questions and actively listen to students' responses to find meaningful ways to relate to students' past experiences. And that will help you identify the strengths and individual passions of your students. Embrace diversity and create a culture of inclusivity and respect in your classroom. Start with smaller assignments that allow you to gauge learners' confidence with the material and offer them completion options that give them agency over the work. Regularly show your students that you appreciate their efforts and drive learning by being visible and providing regular communication, feedback and praise. And lastly, help foster respect and kindness and teach students how to feedback, and you model this yourself. Feel free to look in more detail at any of these aspects raised in this video, or look in the further reading below, and also have a look at the truly engaging column in the Teacher Presence rubric below. How could you enhance your presence in your classrooms?